Welcome to Rizzi. Now we are starting the new chapter, that is direction, cosines and the direction ratios. This is the short form of direction, cosines and direction ratio is DCs and DRs here. And when it comes to weightage of this chapter, that is when it comes to IPE, in IPE they will ask for 7 marks, one very long answer question here, that is for 7 marks question. And for MSET they will ask for 2 marks, there is a possibility to get 2 questions. And when it comes to JEE mains, there is a possibility to get 4 marks, that is 1 question. So this is the weightage of this chapter here. In IP they will ask for 7 marks question. In MSET and as well as JEE mains they will ask 1 or 2 questions in this from this chapter here. And if you look at the introduction part of DCs and DRs, DCs is nothing but direction, cosines and direction ratios here. So this is the abbreviation of DCs and DRs here. First of all, here I am taking the coordinate 3D coordinate system here. This is X, this is Y and this is Z, and this is origin O, that is 0, 0, 0. When you take a 3D coordinate system and if a line is taken from the origin of 3D coordinate system, this is the line I am taking here, this is the line. So this is point A, this is the point A, and this line is making some angle with X axis, Y axis and Z axis here. This angle, when you take 3D coordinate system here, when you take a 3D coordinate system, this is a X axis and this is Y axis, this is Z axis. This is a 3D coordinate system. When you take a line in 3D coordinate system, this green sketch is a line making in 3D coordinate system, line taking in 3D coordinate system. This green line is making some angle. See here, this green line is making some angle with X axis, this green sketch is making some angle with Y axis as well as with the Z axis. And here these angles are I am considering here the line which is making an angle with X axis, that is alpha, and the line which is making an angle with Y axis, that is beta, and the line which is making an angle with Z axis, that is gamma. Here the line in a 3D coordinate system is making 3 angles with 3 coordinates of a 3D coordinate system. With this line OA is making an angle with X axis, that is alpha, and OA is making an angle with Y axis, that is beta, and OA line is making some angle with Z axis, that is gamma here. Here the angles are alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma. Here these are the angles. So if you want to find the angle, then here if you want to find the cosines, here cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Here these are the cosines here. These are nothing but these cos alpha and cos beta and cos gamma are cosines of direction cosines of a line OA. These are nothing but cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are direction cosines of DCs of line OA here. So here this cos alpha can be considered as L, this cos beta is considering as M, and cos gamma is considering as N here. So simply we can, L is nothing but cos alpha, M is nothing but cos beta, N is nothing but cos gamma here. So these are direction cosines of a line OA here, and here cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, here we got here, these are angles here, alpha, beta, gamma are angles, cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are direction cosines of a line OA, and L, M, N are represents of cos alpha, represents for cos beta, and represents for cos gamma here. L, M, N are represents here, and I am taking the three values A comma B comma C, A comma B comma C. These three values are I am taking here. So the ratio of L by A is equal to the ratio of M by B is equal to the ratio of M by C is equal to. If the condition is satisfying, then this is nothing but direction ratio. This is direction ratio. This is nothing but direction ratio. The ratio of some values is equal to each and every, where L is nothing but cos alpha, M is nothing but cos beta, N is nothing but cos gamma here. Here if you take this is a vector, consider this is a vector OA is equal to AI plus BJ plus CK here. So this is a cap I am taking here. So the vector of OA is equal to AI cap B J cap plus C K cap here, and the magnitude of, what is the magnitude? Magnitude of vector OA here, that is nothing but square root of quotient of I square and quotient of J square, quotient of C square. This is the magnitude of the OA here. This is equal to, here the direction ratio can be written as L by A is equal to M by B is equal to N by C is equal to 1 by square root of the magnitude here. So A square plus B square plus C square is equal to this one here. So this is the direction ratio. This is nothing but direction ratio. These where A comma B comma C are values of direction ratios. Directional ratios here. This is all about the introduction part of DC and DRs here. From this one we can find the values of L, M and N here, where from this expression we can find L is equal to A by square root of A square plus B square plus C square, M is equal to B by, if you compare this one, M is equal to B by square root of A square plus B square plus C square, and N is equal to C by square root of A square plus B square plus C square. Here this is magnitude is nothing but plus or minus here. You can take everywhere plus or minus here. So these are the values of L, M, N here, where L is nothing but, what is the value here? Cos alpha. M is nothing but cos beta, and N is nothing but cos gamma here. So where cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are direction cosines DCs, and where A, B, C are nothing but direction ratios here. This is all about the information about direction cosines and direction ratios here. Next, we have direction cosine of a axis. Direction cosines, DCs of an axis. DCs of an axis. First one, the direction cosine of x-axis, that is, for example, and here I am taking coordinate axis, that is x, y, z here. So direction cosine of x-axis, direction cosine of x-axis is nothing but, here I am taking, this is cos theta. Here x-axis, on x-axis the angle is 0, on x-axis angle is 0, then cos 0 is, that is 1 here, on y-axis the angle is 0 here, then it is 0 comma 1 comma 0, the point is on x-axis 1 comma 0 comma 0, on y-axis 0 comma 1 comma 0, on z-axis the angle on z-axis is 0 here, the remaining angles are 90 degrees. Why? Because the remaining axes are here. If you compare x-axis, this x-axis is perpendicular to y and z-axis, this y-axis is perpendicular to x and z-axis, this z-axis is perpendicular to x and y-axis. Similarly, we will get the points of DCs of x-axis, y-axis and z-axis are 1 comma 0 comma 0 and 0 comma 1 comma 0 and 0 comma 0 comma 1 here. Next, the relation between DCs of a line. Relation between DCs of a line. DC, direction cosine of a line here. This is a direction cosine of line here. We are going to discuss about here. Direction cosine of a line we are going to discuss here. So we have L, M, N are DCs of a line. For example, I am taking coordinate axis. This is y, this is y and this is z here. So I am taking O, A. This is a line here on a 3D coordinate system, and this is making an angle alpha. This is beta, and this is gamma here. So L is nothing but cos alpha, M is nothing but cos beta, N is nothing but cos gamma. Here L, M, N are direction, these are direction cosine, DCs, these are direction cosines, these three are direction cosines. Here L, M, N are direction cosines of a line here. So then the conditions we have, L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1. This is a relation between DCs, direction cosines of a line OA here, and cos square alpha, cos square beta, cos square gamma is equal to also 1. This is the condition here. This is the relation between L, M, N here. So sin square alpha, sin square beta, sin square gamma is equal to 2 here. In terms of cos theta, this is 1 here. The squares of each DCs of a line here is equal to 1. The sum of squares of sines of a DCs is equal to 2. Cos 2 alpha, cos 2 beta, cos 2 gamma is equal to 1. Here these three are, remember, these four are remembering conditions, remembering relation between DCs of a line OA here. So next, DR, direction ratios and direction cosines of a line. DC and DRs of a line we are going to discuss here. Now the direction ratio of a line segment A is, that is x1 y1 z1, and B is x2 y2 z2 may be taken as x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 and z2 z minus z1, or we can subtract from second ordinate to first ordinate of each point here. Otherwise, first from to second, x1 minus x2, y1 minus y2 and z1 minus z2. We can subtract x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, or x1 minus x2, y2 minus y1 minus y2, z1 minus z2. This is the DR of direction ratio of line segment A and B may be taken as these two conditions here. This is also remembering point here. The DC, direction cosine of a line segment joining A and B are. Direction cosine of a joining segment A and B when A is x1 y1 z1 and B is x2 y2 z2 are. For example, here which one is A and which one is B here? This is x, y, z here. So here I am taking two lines. This is A and this is B here. This is x1, y1, z1 and this is x2, y2, z2. So this is origin over here. Now here we have two lines here. So the direction cosine of these two is plus or minus x2 minus x1 by AB, y2 minus y1 by AB, z2 minus z1 by AB. AB is nothing but distance from origin, distance between A and B points here. A and B points here. Here R is nothing but the distance from origin to R1 and R2. Distance between origin to point A and distance between origin to point B. That is R1 and R2 here. The distance from origin to 2 points OA and OB is R1 and R2 here. Now a line has two set of DCs L, M, N and one set of other set of DC is minus L, minus M, minus M. For example, it is having, for example, single line. Single line I am taking here. This is A, then x1, y1, z1. Now the set of the DC for this one is L, M, N. L, M, N. L is nothing but cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. Here other set will become minus L, minus M, minus M for this point, this line OA here. This is all about the third point here. Next, coordinate of a point on director line. Coordinate of a point on director line here. If L, M, N are the DCs of OA, here L, M, N are DCs of OA, DCs, direction cosines of OA in a 3D coordinate system. This is x, y, z and this is OA and this is cos alpha. This is, simply we can write this is alpha, this is beta and this is gamma here. So cos alpha is equal to L, cos beta is equal to M and cos gamma is equal to N, where L comma M comma N are DCs of OA, DCs of OA. L comma M comma N are DCs of OA. Then O is the origin. Then O is the origin. This is origin here. So then you can, if you want to find the A here, L R M R into N R. If you multiply, what is R here? The distance between O to A. This is nothing but R here. The distance between origin to point A point here. This is nothing but R. Here if you want to find this point x comma y comma z, that is L into R comma M into R comma N into R, where R is the distance between O and A here, origin to point, and L M N R DCs of OA here. This is the point. Here if you want to find the point of a 3D coordinate system x, y, z, you can find by using direction cosines and distance between origin to point here, LR, MR, NR. where r is the distance between origin to point L, M, N are DCs of a line OA here. And the next one, Lagrange's identity. Lagrange's identity here we are talking now. I am taking this is x, y, z. This is x, y, z here. Now I am taking this is origin. This is point A. This is point B. So this is I am taking x1, y1, z1. This is x2, y2, z2. Now this OA line making an angle with x axis that is alpha, y axis that is beta, and with z axis this is making an angle with z axis that is gamma. And here the same OB line is making an angle with x axis that is alpha, with y axis that is beta, and z axis that is gamma. This is alpha 1, beta 1, this is gamma 1 I am taking for reducing confusion here. So where cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma is equal to L1, L2, M1, M1, N1. These are DCs of OA, and cos alpha 1, cos beta 1, cos gamma 1 are is equal to L2, M2, N2 are DCs of OB here. So here the angles are made by OA line is angle made by x axis is alpha, OB line angle made by y axis is beta, and OA line angle made by z axis that is gamma. Then the angles of cosines of these angles is cos alpha, cos beta, this is cos beta and cos gamma. Cos alpha is equal to L1, cos beta is equal to M1, cos gamma is equal to N1. These are DCs of line OA here. Now the OB line is making an angle of x axis with alpha 1 and making angle with y axis that is beta 1, making an angle with z axis that is gamma 1. Then the direction cosines of these angles is cos alpha 1, cos beta 1, cos gamma 1 is equal to L2, M2 and N2 here. These are direction cosines of OB here. Then the Lagrange's identity will be L1 square plus M1 square plus N1 square into L2 square plus M2 square plus N2 square minus of L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 whole square. This condition is equal to L1 M2 minus L2 M1 square plus M1 N2 minus N2 N1 whole square plus N1 L2 minus N2 L1 whole square. This is the condition for Lagrange's identity, where L1 M1 N1 is equal to cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, and L2 M2 N2 values are cos alpha 1, cos beta 1, cos gamma 1. Here you can substitute L1 M1 N1 and L2 M2 M2 in this expression. We will get the Lagrange's identity here. This is all about the Lagrange's identity. And the next topic is angle between 2 points, angle between 2 lines here. Next angle between 2 lines, that is I am taking here x axis and y axis and z axis, that is nothing but 3D coordinate system x, y, z. I am taking here x, y, z. Now here angle between 2 lines I am taking similarly like previous case. This is origin, this is A, this is origin, this is B, this is the point x1 comma y1 comma z1, and this is x2 comma y2 comma z2. This is origin, that is 0 comma 0 comma 0. And here if the angle between, if the theta is an angle between two lines, that is DCs are, the DCs of this one is L1, M1 and N1. L1 is nothing but cos alpha, L2 M1 is nothing but cos beta, and N1 is nothing but cos gamma. And for this point L2 is nothing but cos alpha 1, M2 is nothing but cos beta 1, and N2 is nothing but cos gamma 1. These are DCs of OB, these are DCs of OA. Direction cosines of OA, direction cosines of OB for this point here. So here L1, M1, N1, here these are the values. L2, M2, N2 are, these are the values here. Then the first point is, if theta is acute angle between two lines, here theta is, here this is an angle between two lines. If theta is lies between 0 and 90, 0 and 90, this is a angle between 0 and 90, then only we can call acute angle. Then the condition for this acute angle is cos theta is equal modulus of L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2. Here this is the remembering condition for acute angle. When two lines OA and OB, the angle between these two lines is theta, and this angle is acute angle, the angle lies between 0 and 90 degrees. Then the condition for that one is cos theta is equal to modulus of L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 here. And then sin theta is equal to square root of sigma L1 M2 minus L2 M1. L1 M2 minus L2 M1. This is the sin theta value here. Sin theta value for this direction cosines here. Direction cosines of 2 points OA and OB. And the next point is, if theta is an acute angle between two lines, then the DRs is nothing but direction ratios. Direction ratios here, we can find direction ratios here. Direction ratios DRs is nothing but L1 by A1, M1 by B1, N1 by C1 is equal to plus or minus 1 by A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square, and L2 by A2 plus M2 by B2, N2 by C2 is equal to plus or minus 1 by A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. Here A1 B1 C1, A1 comma B1 comma C1, and A2 B2 C2, these are direction ratios DRs for the point x1 comma y1 comma z1, point A. These are direction ratios DRs of A2, this one x2 comma y2 comma z2. This is B point here. Here two direction ratios. If two direction ratios are A1 B1 C1 and A2 B2 C3 of this point OA and OB here, then the angle between two lines cos theta is equal to modulus of A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 by square root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square. This is the remembering formula for two lines at the angle between two lines of a direction ratios of a line OA and OB is given. And the third point is, if L1 M1 N1 and L2 M2 N2 are DCs of two intersecting lines, then DC of the bisecting angle between them are proportional to this condition: L1 plus or minus L2, M1 plus or minus M2, and N1 plus or minus 2 N2. These DCs are intersecting. These DCs are again intersecting. Then DCs of the lines angle between bisecting angle between proportional to, then this is a condition here. So L1 plus or minus L2, M1 plus or minus M2 comma N1 plus or minus N2, this is the remembering condition again. So you have to remember here. And the final point in angle between two lines, DCs of angular bisector of DCs of angular bisector, this is the DC here, DCs of angular bisector, this is the angular bisector here, OB, OD here, OD here I am taking, this is the dotted line is called angular bisector of theta here. Then L1 plus L2 by 2 cos theta comma M1 plus M2 by 2 cos theta by 2, N1 plus M2 by 2 cos theta by 2, this is one condition here, this is one angular bisector. And one more we have L1 minus L2 by 2 cos theta by 2, M1 minus M2 by 2 cos theta by 2, and N1 minus L2 by 2 cos theta by 2. These are two remembering for direct angular bisector of two DCs. Here we have given do OA and OB here. And the final one, areas. If A x1 y1 z1, this is x1 y1 z1, and B x2 y2 z2, x2 y2 z2, and C x3 y3 z3 are vertices of a triangle. Three vertices of a triangle in a 3D coordinate system. If you take one more point, the triangle framed by 3 points here, that is a ABC triangle here. Then the area of the triangle is directly you can say half into AB into AC. The distance between AB into AC is nothing but the area of the triangle framed by 3 points A, B, C in a 3D coordinate system. That is nothing but area of the first point. And the second point, if A of x1 comma y1 comma z1 and B of x2 comma y2 comma z2 and C of x3 comma y3 comma z3 and D of x4 comma y4 comma z4, then the area of the parallelogram, what will happen? If 4 points are taken in this coordinate system and x4 y4 z4, 4 points are taken in the 3D coordinate system, then the area of the parallelogram is 1 by 2 into AC into BD. AC and BD are diagonals of parallelogram. Otherwise we can multiply sides of a parallelogram, AB into AD. In both the cases we will get the area of the parallelogram framed by 4 points A, B, C, D in a 3D coordinate system here. Now area of the plane quadrilateral, that is ABCD, is equal 1 by 2 into AC into AD. Only the diagonal, product of diagonals and average, product of diagonal and multiplied with 1 by 2. This is the area related to DC and DRs in a 3D coordinate system, that is ABCD framed by triangle, ABCD framed by quadrilateral or parallelogram here, and ABC a triangle here. This is all about this point here.